Hi, I hope we all are doing well. So today I'm going to continue from where I stopped on how to help a dull child become intelligent, mostly focusing on the early childhood. Yeah, because foundation is so much important in the life of children. If you don't handle their foundation very well, it will affect them in the future. So quickly, let's go into what I have today. We are going to talk about learning styles material. I told you guys about the learning styles that you can use to help a dull child become intelligent. So today we are going to talk about learning styles material. So before learning styles materials, we need to know the subjects that children early childhood needs, and I'm going to mention 7 important subjects that they need. What are the 7 important subjects they need? They need child development, language and literacy, they need mathematics, they need science, they need social emotional learning, they need health and safety, they need creative art. These are the 7 subjects that every childhood need. Yes, every childhood needs, whether a boy or a girl. Now let's go into materials needed for child development. I'm going to talk about the child development. Excuse me. The materials that we need. Then the materials we need, number 1 has to do with, you need to work on their gross motor skill. We have gross motor skills. Their gross motor skills has to do with their fingers. Okay, now let's go. The materials that you need is ball. Yes, it's not only footballers that should play ball. It's not only that child that you want to be a footballer should have a ball in the house. Every child need a ball. They have their own ball, children ball. You need to buy ball. What do they use that ball to do? They use it for rolling, they use it for kicking, they use it for throwing. Another thing they need to have to work on their gross motor skills is also ride on toys. That's where scooters comes in. You know, scooters that children use to play. We have tricycles and we have wagons for mobility. If you don't have money to get all these things, that's why sometimes to time you can take your children out. How much is ticket fee for you to take them out? It doesn't cost much. Okay, even if you don't have for this, the ball also can also help. So let's go. The next one has to do with climbing structure. This climbing structure has to do with soft play equipment. Soft play equipment. The equipment has to be very soft to avoid them getting injured. Another one is safe climbing frame. That's why you find some school, all those climbing frame, all those climbing frame in schools, they will put mat on it, all those soft mats or even foam, so that when they fall they will not get injured. Another one is ramps. You need ramps, you need cushions. Another way to help them with their gross motor skill is movement aids. What are the movement aids? Jump ropes. You know, the rope that children use for jumping. Musical instruments, they need it. Even if you don't have money to buy, go and buy the picture and put it in the house. Show them, let them know it, let them see it. You can take them to church, take them to the musical instruments, let them feel those things. They can even be a drummer. Children that are drummers have good handwriting. Yes. Another one is scarves for dancing. You see, dancing is also helps a child development. You know those dance that they use scarf, you are helping them, you are helping their gross motor skills. Another one too is obstacle course items. What are obstacle course items? It has to do with toenail, those plastic toenails that children pass through. We have mats, we have cone. You know, cone, a shape of a cone, they use it for instance, you throw a ball and as a parent, it's like a game. You throw a ball and the child will use that cone to hold the ball. That means, you know, a cone, the inside is open, so the ball will be inside the cone like that. Anyone he holds, anyone, you will throw like 3 or 4. Anyone, the faster the child holds the balls that the child holds, you remove it. That's game. It helps them. Another one is number 2 developments that a child we need to help them to develop is their fine motor skills. Their fine motor skill, that has to do with writing. That's where you see them, they start moving their hands, the ability for them to move in. The gross motor skills to make it stronger, to make the stronger, as in laying, making it to be stronger for them to move it. While the fine motor skills, ability for them to move it and do whatever they want to do with their hands with. That's where it comes in. Then what do we need? The materials we need art supplies. What are the art supplies? Crayon. Every school need crayon. Children need to work with crayon. At home, parents need crayons. You need paint. For an instance of the paint you need is finger water color. You know finger water color, what you need. So if you don't know, Google it, you'll find out. Finger water color, you can use it to draw flower, you can use it to draw a human beings, a head, an apple, any object you like. But it's called finger water color. Another one is coloring books. Yes, every child need a coloring book at home. It also help them in knowing their colors, not just working on development of their fine motor skill. Another one is chalk. It's olden days. I don't know how many schools that are still using chalk this time around. Another thing they use for their fine motor skills also manipulative. What is manipulative? Manipulative, they work on play-doh, they work on slime, something that is slime. You see, they use it to play. As they're doing like that, their fine motor skills are being developed. Another one is texture. You bring this and bring this, you press them together. Another one is pad. You can use, there's just tiny, it can be in circle form, triangle.